Hey you guys, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be continuing my Charlotte Tilbury look series. I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this look right here, which is the Queen of Glow. Period. So this is actually one of the newer looks that Charlotte Tilbury just recently launched. I'm really happy with the way it came out. I feel like I really love the tones overall. I love the tones in this eyeshadow palette. It's just so beautiful. These colors scream my name for sure. They're just like really pretty sunsetty peachy tones, and I have the description for you right here. Who is the Queen of Glow? The Queen of Glow is radiant, pumped up, glow and glamour personified. Perpetually sun-kissed, find her on the red carpet, robed in gold, or poolside with cat-eye sunglasses and glossy supermodel limbs. The jewel in her beauty crown? Her beauty light wand, of course. Actually doing another collaboration with my really good friend Megan Lombardi here on YouTube. She has a more fair complexion than I do, so if you want to see what this look would look like on someone who has more of a fair complexion, then I'll leave it linked down below for you guys to check it out. But without any further ado, if you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look, then go ahead and just keep watching. So for foundation, I'm going to be taking the Wonder Glow and the Magic foundation in shade 8, and I'm actually going to mix these two together and turn it into kind of like a primer foundation cocktail. It's just going to create a more dewy finish for the foundation. Then for color correction, I'm taking the Magic Vanish. And then to conceal, I'm taking the Magic Away. And I really like to put this everywhere because it just has kind of like that gummy sort of consistency, so it does a really good job of adding extra coverage and giving you that real skin-like finish. I know Sophia Tilbury usually uses Magic Away pretty much as the foundation. She just does like a light layer of the foundation she uses, and she pretty much puts this concealer everywhere. Alright, and then I'm gonna slightly bake over my eyes with this loose powder by Charlotte Tilbury. It's super hydrating, so I noticed that I can leave it on for about a minute and it's fine. And I don't like overly bake. I don't like doing too much powder because I don't really like powder, to be honest. I like more like a creamy, dewy finish. So I try to use the powder pretty much in like my T-zone and my under eye areas because that's where I usually crease and I get a little oily. Bronze, I'm going to be taking the Airbrush bronzer, of course. This is my favorite bronzer at the moment. It's literally all I use. You guys are probably tired of seeing me use this. In the look, you get the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand in the shade Goldgasm. What I like to actually do with this, especially mixed with this palette or pretty much any palette, I love taking the Beauty Light Wands on like an eyeshadow brush, and I love using them as a base. I love mixing them with the eyeshadows. It just creates that really beautiful like glossy wet sort of shadow effect. I'm taking a little bit onto like my flat brush, pretty much applying that kind of on all over my lid, kind of as a base, so it acts like a nice liquid creamy shadow. And then I'm taking like a more precise brush and I'm gonna do a little bit more detail work like on my inner corner to kind of just perfect it, and then slowly bring it down. I filmed this video once and I wasn't in love with how it came out. Well, I like how it came out. It ended up coming out pretty nice, but the video was just kind of all over the place. I forgot to do this step where I use this as a base, so it was kind of just messy and all over the place, and I was having like a heat stroke because it's so hot in this room. And my hair was just super frizzy and I was just sweating so much, and you know, today I came a little bit more prepared. Got organized. I organized everything the night before so I could have a smooth filming day, and I'm so glad I did that. I'm gonna be taking this shade, this first shade right here, and kind of stamping it over like the whole area I highlighted, mainly just like the lid area though, kind of to set that liquid base. I'm taking this second shade right here, the enhanced shade, and running that on my crease, just slowly building it up. The thing with this eyeshadow palette is that it's super pigmented, so you want to be careful. The formula is different. This isn't like her original luxury palette formula, and I'm still, you know, not sure how I feel about it. I think it's just because, you know, I'm not used to it. But if you kind of like master how to work with the formula, which is kind of like slowly building it up, it actually comes out really beautiful. So I'm not mad at this one. I'm taking my smudger brush formula, my smudger brush, running that on the bottom. And I'm taking this matte shade right here. So this shade is super pigmented. So you want to be really careful because it can be a bit smoky and hard to blend when you apply a dark pigmented color. So kind of just like to press it on slowly, just gradually building it up. And then just taking my blender brush that I used to blend my crease and just diffusing it. All right, and then I'm actually gonna use this shade as an eyeliner. So I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner brush. Now I'm gonna wet it a little bit. You can wet it with water or your setting spray. I want it to kind of blend in with that outer smoke I did, just so it diffuses really nicely. So the look actually comes with Barbarella Brown, and guess what? I don't have it. So I'm just gonna be using a brown liner that I have, the Morphe one. I'm just gonna put it in my waterline a little bit. And then taking the pop shade with my finger. So yeah, a lot of people are like mad at this new pop shade, and you know what? I do prefer the older pop shades, but this formula is kind of a vibe. It's just different, you know, but it's so pretty. For highlighter, I'm going to be using the highlighter that it comes with, of course. This is the Goldgasm Beauty Light Wand. This is a really pretty gold toned highlight. It's going to be good for anyone who has more of like a medium to tan complexion. And you know what? I forgot to turn the fan off, so let me do that. YouTuber props. So for the lip combination in this look, you get Hot Gossip Lip Liner. Hot Gossip Lip Liner is like one of my favorite lip liners ever. I'm sure you guys know this. I've used this so many times. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips. And I like to like slightly overline. I don't like to overly draw my lips to create a little bit more of a pouty effect right here in the Cupid's bow and then down here in the center. That's usually where you want to overline for that more pouty effect. And I usually kind of just blend it out together, sort of like that, to slightly feather it in and pretty much fill in most of my lips with the lip liner. And then going in with the Lucky Diamond Superstar Lips. This has more of like a metallic-y finish, so if you don't like sparkle too much, you might not like this, but when you mix it with this liner in particular, I really like the finish. And taking the Collagen Lip Bath and Refresh Rose. I love these. They're super hydrating. They have coconut oil in them, and then they also have peppermint in them, so it's like a nice treatment for your lips. And then this look actually does not come with a blush. Typically, I would recommend anything that's going to be a little bit more peachy and bronzy, or you can even skip the blush if you're not like a blush fan. You can just layer on a lot more bronzer. But I'm going to be taking this blush, the Climax blush with this look. I think it would look super beautiful. It just has like those nice sunsetty, bronzy, peachy tones. Ecstasy would also be a really good option. Anything peachy and bronzy, really. So I'm just gonna lightly dust that onto the apples of my cheeks. Alright you guys, so that pretty much sums up this Queen of Glow look. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.